action of any Clash of Clans World Championship qualifier thus far. If you had told me at the beginning of the day that Queen Walkers and Nova MAODOU would both be on the chopping block, I would have bugged out my eyes. These are both so well-known teams, from their World Finals performance in previous years to their multiple years back-to-back of showing up at the highest level of competition, but one of them will be sent packing. Both having picked up 12 stars in their initial wars, they both had pretty narrow losses. INTZ got a bit of a bigger hit on Nova MAODOU, but both in that bottom 90% range. The Queen Walkers and Nova MAODOU certainly came out strong, just not enough to guarantee their advancement.
Yeah, pretty surprising, to be honest, but you know, it's done, it's over, let's go. Let's see how this matchup is gonna play out, as we got Stadra from Queen Walkers coming in with those Super Witches. This seems to be a favorite of this qualifier so far, especially as we get working right in towards this Town Hall. We're gonna dive these Super Witches right in towards the Town Hall and secure that first star, and we're gonna have that King and Siege Barracks, which seems to be interesting combination to come in and help funnel and keep everything on the inside of this base here, Woody.
Stadra is well known for his ground-based attacks. Loved the Yeti Smash strategy back in August, but he has switched now to Super Witches, heavy ground-based offense. We've seen multiple times how these Super Witches fail in the very end by not being able to get the job done in time. That's what I'm most worried about here, but as another wrench to throw in the works, the Eagle Artillery still standing up on the right side corner. It's just hammering away at all of these forces. It's locked on right now to the Archer Queen, and fortunately, she's got those healers to back her up, trying to top her off again, but just how much pressure can she handle, Bash?
You mentioned the Eagle Artillery and the way everything is pathing, Woody. The Eagle's gonna be the last thing targeted on this base, and a lot of times when that happens, it spells disaster. We'll have to see if Stadra can get through here, as time is ticking away as we cross that 1 minute left threshold. We still have the Queen's ability and the Royal Champion, I believe, yet to be deployed. May see her come in maybe closer to that 12 o'clock position, but not a lot of spell support left, as we do have those witches working around the top side. Ooh, the Royal Champion at the bottom side to take down the defending Royal Champion, and she's gonna go for the Eagle Artillery, Woody.
Ow! Twice the heroes go down, ignoring that jump spell right in the center of the map. That is where they needed to path onto to take out that multi-target Inferno nice and fast, and then refocus to the scatter shot. Stadra still has a chance as he's thrown the whole kit and caboodle at this base, but how much more can he do? 15 seconds left, and a centralized multi-target Inferno is the next target for a couple of big boys, bashing their brains or what's left of them in those skeleton skulls they've got against it. They knock it down, and in the low 90%, Stadra has done all he can. A 2-star finish for the Queen Walkers.
Oh man, and that is the downside of the Super Witch attack. It is so strong, it's so powerful, it's so beefy, but it's so slow. It did not get through there, couldn't get to those last compartments. As you mentioned, those troops not taking the jump spells, electing to go outside the base, and that cost Stadra dearly as he gets that time fell right there. We're gonna have Ming coming in for Nova, see if he can respond, see if he can get a 3-star of his own, and we got quite a bit of everything as we have a Yeti Smash coming in here. More of a traditional attack, Woody.
Yeah, kicking it back old school again. We've seen Yeti Smash as one of the more popular ground-based strats before the surge in hybrid armies starting earlier this year, but Ming from Nova MAODOU is one of the more experienced players on this lineup. He not only is competing this month, but has been here with the squad in the past, picked up several 3-stars, actually just a couple back in the first round in October, and is here once again for a back-to-back performance in both of these qualifiers, trying to keep his team alive. This quarter over on this right side corner, but I'm ready to pick up what you're putting down, Bash. What do you got for me?
The Queen is taking down the Lava Hound right here, working through it. This is an interesting story. Sorry, Woody, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I wanted to point out, normally with the Yeti Smash, we'll see a Water Walk, but we elected with the Queen Walk here to take down those Clan Castle troops, and she does just that. She gets those super minions down, she gets that the Lava Hound down with all of those pups, and now we have a clear path right into the middle of the base. All these bowlers and Yetis have to do is take this jump, and they'll be able to access the Eagle Artillery and all of these key structures, and then we have those 2 scatters. That's going to be the devastating thing. The 2 scatters on the back end of the base with 1 more jump.
The hug of death from Yetis in the center. We don't have those big boys anymore, but Witch's Spot and Small Skellies up top are still doing some massive work. Ming's Barbarian King wanders out of range of the single target Inferno and will live to fight another day as the World Champion comes in to support. But the main fight toward the bottom is still raging on. Archer Queen locks a scatter shot and pops it down. Sinking Airmine detonates on top of a healer, and that's going to be another big hit on this bottom squad. Can they survive through the last line of point defenses? Warden is going to be left without any help if this queen goes down. She pops her ability, but that's the last thing she's got.
That one healer is doing its best to keep the queen alive. The world champion did get that single down, but it cost her her ability and cost her dearly. We're working on this scatter shot. Oh my goodness, these scatter shots are so devastating. And Ming is quickly running out of gas, but the warden gets in there and takes down the scatter shot. Now we just have a bow and a few cannons along with that last archer tower, but time is going to be a factor here with 35 seconds. We don't have very many troops left here, Woody.
We've seen the Grand Warden with that bodacious blunderbuss bust down buildings time and again. In fact, he was the crucial last troop to get a triple just an hour ago, but Ming just doesn't have enough time to finish it off this one. Two archers helping to tick away at an elixir storage at the bottom, but this big old Grand Warden has just got too much to chew. He's handling these buildings as best as he can, but the Queen Walkers will hold the narrowest of advantage, a 94% relative to Nova MAODOU's 2-star 91%, Banks.
A bodacious blunderbuss. I'm going to need to remember that one, Woody. 91% 2-star for Nova MAODOU, and a Queen Walker's 94% 2-star. It's extremely close, kicking things off. Still a triple yet to be had, but it's looking pretty good. Queen Walker's definitely kicking things off a bit stronger than they did before, Woody.
Yeah, I mean, this is really tight for this war to begin with just a 3% differential. Both of these teams were in the low 90s in their previous wars, so this is just about what we would expect with a 91 and a 94 back-to-back. But Nova MAODOU and the Queen Walkers both know what is at stake here. They need to get 3 stars because these little duos to start off with are not going to be enough to clinch victory. Stars from Queen Walkers is the new addition to this squad. Hadn't seen him in the prior wars for the Queen Walkers, but he picked up a 3-star on the last time. Can he be the saving grace for this team to stride through even in the lower bracket alive into day 2?
Did a great job of capturing that world champion in those lightning spells. 7 lightning spells, enough to take down the world champion. Now he's going to go with a small kill squad, meaning he's going to bring a little bit of support along with the king and queen to get in towards that town hall compartment. We do have that golem out front tanking. We have a super wall breaker still in the army composition rather, to maybe get a little bit further as the king's going to go ahead and take down this town hall all by himself. Now it's all on the queen. Can she get in there? The super wall breaker did not get the right wall, but the attacking queen will be able to reach the defending queen if she can get that far, Woody.
That's just the trouble with these little openings in the wall segments. Makes it really difficult to target onto the ideal placement, but Star's attacking queen will take down the enemy queen. He's already used that ability though and won't be able to finish out the scatter shot out back. Gotta suspect that that wasn't as much as he was hoping for, but it's not a complete loss here. With the enemy archer queen down, that is a key target to finish off early on, and the stone slammer should be just enough to knock apart the remaining defensive structures up top. Great job to the royal champion finishing off the eagle artillery. That opens up the runway for the rest of these troops to make their advance.
I tend to agree with what you said there, Woody. I think he wanted the queen to get in there and get that scatter shot down. You can kind of tell that just by the way that the stone slammer really is coming in here. We do have that warden's ability popping to go ahead and protect those balloons through the other scatter shot, and we really just have to get through this multi-target inferno, and this is looking really strong. However, we're out of spell support. Can we get through here? Stars catches a tornado trap on the top of the base. These balloons are flying in, and they are going to have enough to get through here. They just can't pack too closely together, or that wizard tower will take them down. Oh, Woody, I think we're going to have the first 3-star for Queen Walker. Stars coming in clutch for his squad.
I've heard haste makes waste, but this time it laid this base right in its place. Stars gets the 3-star with plenty of time to spare. A dragon roaring through toward that royal champion plinth for one of the final strikes on this devastated countryside. Congratulations to the Queen Walkers with an epic pickup that takes their percentage up to 97 and a 5-star total. That is exactly what they were looking to start off with.
That was such a beautiful attack. He may not have got everything he wanted from that queen, but it was enough. That Stone Sliver came in and crushed those defenses. Oh my goodness. And it was just a balloon parade there at the end of the attack, Woody. It's going to be on Nova now. Nova's got to respond. We've seen this in previous wars. You don't want to fall behind. You got to respond with a 3-star, in my opinion. And they're going to send one of their strongest attackers to the plate with Jose. And he's coming in with another Zap Lalo. Zap Lalo making its way back into these qualifiers in a strong way this month, or this qualifier rather.
Jose waits for that Archer Queen to wander right over toward the scatter shot and drops the big bomb. Nice, excellent job with those lightning spells, finishing off 2 really important targets for this Lava Loon push. It's a little bit heavy on the initial funneling here now, with 2 Yetis going down already, a couple of Headhunters ready to back him up, and here goes the big attack on the bottom left now, opening up for these heroes to dive in for the Town Hall kill. Nice early grab for the 1st star, should be clear to go, but let's check what comes out of the CC. It's a Lava Hound. That could slow things up.
Lava Hound with a few Headhunters here. That wall wrecker going to make it all the way to the Town Hall. Perhaps we have some sneaky goblins. I'm trying to keep an eye on it. It looked like we did have some barbs, and there we go. The sneaky boy is going to get that Town Hall down, and now it's going to be on the Queen to go ahead and pop this Lava Hound and disperse of those pups, as the King actually does a great job getting that single down and working to the outside of the base. We got that Royal Champion over there on the right side. Oh my goodness, this is such a strong start for Jose, getting that sweeper down. He's got a great path for these 27 balloons to fly through here. That Queen's still working on these defensive CC troops, but he's just got to get really through that scatter shot and eagle with the Royal Champion defending there.
Dark and deep, Jose furrows his brow as he starts off the next charge into this base. The balloons are floating high and mighty, but defensive Royal Champion starting to knock a few down. That Headhunter takes a lot of damage, and the Royal Champion survives! It is devastation for Jose's attack as the big clump of balloons in the center has been eliminated. The defense is holding up. Wow, what a show! Queen Walker's Gaku has got an amazing base layout, Bash.
A little bit of a misstep from Jose. He popped the Warden's ability and then put the Headhunters in. Normally you're going to see him put the Headhunters in and then put the Warden's ability to protect them. They would have had no issue getting that Royal Champion down. Now he's just got to fight against everything. He's going to do his best to get any percentage points here, as this attack is going to fall flat in the middle of this base. That Eagles artillery raining in those shots, and the Royal Champion standing on guard, ready to shoot down any attacking troops.
That Royal Champion tells a tale so gruesome we should call her Edgar Allan Poe. Finished off, must have been at least a dozen balloons in the bottom left compartment there, and left Jose without a hope or a prayer. Nova MAODOU suffer a really heavy defeat here with a 2-star in the low 80 percentages, hot off of a triple from the Queen Walkers. That means that they have got a really long way to go if they want to get back up top.
It's true, an 83% 2-star for Jose from Nova MAODOU. Definitely not what they needed. Definitely in this extremely high-pressure situation of being in the lower bracket on the first day. You don't want to go home on the first day, and now you're providing an opening for a clan like Queen Walkers to come in and apply even more pressure and set the gap even further between your 2 clans if they put another triple on the board here, Bash.
Yeah, you can't give Queen Walkers any leeway. They will take advantage. This clan is super experienced. They know what they're doing. Gaku, one of the top players in Clash of Clans in general, he's coming in with a sick Queen charge with that classic hybrid. The Hogs and the Miners gonna rip and tear right up through this base, Woody.
Green Charge Hybrid is Gaku's preferred attack strat. He used it twice in the August qualifiers and picked up a 3-star with one of them. He's had a bit of trouble keeping the consistency up with his attack strategy, but hopefully for him, the practice is going to help work wonders here. Lots of long-range defenses here with 2 ground-based Expos now locking onto the Archer Queen. She'll wander out of range, and after having pulled the CC, we'll be able to lock them now. A 3-spell and poison will shut down these headhunters. Now low on health, they'll die as they wither away trying to lock onto this attacking queen, but it looks like Gaku has got the stage 1 done with a great start.
That freeze came in so nicely. It stalled up the headhunters and the super minions enough so that that poison could take effect and take them down. And here we go, the king and siege barracks on that right hand side, and we're gonna have the miners and the hog riders pathing right at the town hall. We do have to be aware there are 2 scatter shots and eagle artillery on the back end of this base, but he is looking really strong as wait a second, the hogs are going all over the place. Woody, what's going on here?
Pandemonium as they start to spread out. A chaos ensues on the battlefield as Gaku can't keep his forces together. They're going to get a lot of damage wrecking through defenses on the right side corner, as well as the 1st and 2nd star claimed as the town hall goes down. But at what cost? The life aura of that Grand Warden can only keep so many troops up, and with them wandering away, this looks like a defensive pickup for High of Nova MAODOU. A multi-target Inferno with a double giant bomb detonates. Explosion as the red alert sounds throughout the base. These attackers have been repelled, and Nova MAODOU are clapping their friend on the back. High's defenses are pitch perfect.
That is not what Gaku was looking for. That warden stayed closer to the queen, and those troops just got decimated over on the right-hand side of the base. Perhaps did not have enough funneling over there. Maybe needed to let the queen get to the town hall first, but this one did not work out the way that Gaku was expecting, as this queen's going to have to pop her ability with that eagle shot coming in. He is going to work it up to that 80% mark, which should keep the Queen Walkers still in a commanding spot, as they do have that 1-star lead. But Nova, if they can triple here, they're going to be right back in this ball game. Man, that was devastation for Gaku, still trying to find his footing in this qualifier.
Unfortunate finish here for the Queen Walkers, and I wouldn't even call it a commanding lead anymore. They might have that 1-star advantage, but if Nova Esports can pick up the triple now, I think that is going to turn the tides. The Queen Walkers getting their worst showing so far in this war, and hoping that they can climb back up from the bottom. 7 stars total off of the first 3 attacks is not really a commanding spot, and I think Nova MAODOU are finally finding the opening that they're looking for here now. Franco will be the next attacker to move in for this team. New addition to this Nova MAODOU lineup. I believe one of the Spanish players to join this squad. He picked up the 3-star Hundo against INTZ in the battle just before. So if anyone's going to get the turnaround, it's going to be him with 14 witches. What do you make of this strat, Bash?
Oh, this is a fun one. So what he's going to do here is he's going to use the Warden to set a funnel, similar to like how you would with a Yeti Smash. He's going to go ahead and use those Quakes, the Lightning and the Quake rather, to take out that scatter shot. And then he's basically going to full send right up the middle. We do have a jump spell to push him in, but with this base having so many single target Infernos, he's going to hope that the witches can basically overwhelm this base as he sets a nice funnel here with the Warden on the right side. We'll see those witches get ready to come in, and here we go. The witches are starting on the bottom right here, just starting out to the funnel. We do have a siege barrack selected, but this one's going to develop really quickly as he gets these troops in, Woody.
The Night of the Living Dead is about to be reenacted right before you as the Battle of Winterfell Part 2 starts. A flaming sword in the hand of that barbarian king with his champion skin on, but can he chop apart these skeletons which are about to come on an endless cycle? Tornado Trap catches quite a few of them storming out from the siege barracks on the bottom, but most of them protected by the Grand Warden up top will have that life aura, and there it goes! Eternal Tome, as the words chanting from the Grand Warden provide invincible protection for every troop, gutting the interior of this base, hopping over over walls and knocking down the clan castle. Inferno targets, heroes, they're going on a rampage mash.
There's so much going on in this attack. There's so many skeletons being spawned. We finally have that royal champion coming in at the left side. She's going to work towards that scatter shot. And then all that's really going to slow this down is going to be that multi-target Inferno at the top, which will burn through the skeletons. But if we can get that queen to follow up and go in there, this is gonna look really nice for Franco. The Royal Champion does a great job getting out the scatter shot, getting down some of those key defenses. But oh man, the Queen's ability gets popped. Can we get to the multi-target Inferno, Woody? This is gonna be huge.
Bone Storm! Skeletons crash through this base and there's nothing left as Franco keeps his cool. 80% earned and the last cleanup is coming through. Skeletons on the outside wall need support from witches and the Grand Warden to target on those interior structures, but it seems like nothing is gonna stop Franco. 3 stars flashing in his eyes. He has done it. Nova MAODOU are back out on top.
This is exactly what they were looking for, Woody. I did a quick count. There was 376 skeletons followed up all these witches right there. Oh my goodness, Franco did a great job. Great use of the jump spell to get the heroes through the back end, and then finally the freeze spell to secure that multi-target Inferno, and those X-balls falling. And here we go, Nova's right back in the ball game with a 3-star of their own, Banks.
Yes, Franco from Nova MAODOU manages to secure that triple, and this war just got interesting. We are looking at a 0.7% average destruction difference between the two clans, and they are level pegging on stars with 2 attacks each left to go. Woody, let's do this.
Franco is so powerful, I bet he eats corn the long way. Gobbles it all down, and with that triple, a masterful performance in Mass Witch. I actually miscalculated. It looks like Nova MAODOU are still trailing on percentage, but less than 1 point behind the Queen Walkers. This has become an extremely close ball game. Let's see how things end up with Klaus attacking next, Jose on the defense.
Back and forth, these two teams giving it all. Remember, guys, whoever loses this match is going home. This is all on the line. The elimination match and the final qualifier. And we got Klaus, the one and only, coming in with one of his favorite attacks, the Lalo.
Klaus starting off slowly, ready to ramp up on this edge. A couple of Teslas popping up to give him a little bit of trouble, but he has got the resistance necessary to force his way through. Ice Golem is the tank out in front, taking a few more shots alongside that Barbarian King, and the funnel is looking clutch. 2 scatter shots are staring down Klaus's attacking forces, but with the Royal Champion hurdling those walls, she'll get a chance to pop that shield off. Will she knock it down, though? Doesn't get the shield hit on the scatter shot, and that's bad news for Klaus. The first one is still standing up.
1 scatter shot does go down from the Queen, but you're right, Woody. The Seeking Shield did not get any damage, and that cost him there. But the Queen is working towards this Town Hall. If those super minions can go down from the poison, which they do, oh my goodness, they almost forced the Queen's ability. This Queen's going to have a shot to get the Town Hall down all by herself here with the ability still in hand. That's exactly what's going to happen. He's trying to force a balloon in there to take down that scatter shot, but not quite. Oh no, the Queen's going. Woody, no, Woody, the Queen! She went away from the Town Hall. Oh no!
Just like Kaiser Soze, I never saw this coming. I thought that the Queen was going to be going deep inside to get the Town Hall, but with it standing out, that's going to put Klaus in an awkward spot. He will now be having to use that Eternal Tone to protect balloons as they path over and soak the Giga Bomb damage. He certainly would have wanted to keep that for deeper in this raid, with the Stone Slammer going in for the scatter shot kill and a multi-target Inferno still up. Wizard Towers are going to be raining down splash destruction against these balloons on the backside. We need perfect freeze spells to keep them up. One goes down, but how much longer can they stand? A Lava Hound pops at the last moment over there in the top right corner, and a freeze spell to back it up, but I don't know. This is getting awfully close, Bash.
Oh my goodness, Klaus, with the recovery of the decade, use the Stone Slammer to take out that scatter shot. Rage dropped some skeleton spells and just crushed right on through here. Had the extra haste. Klaus is so good with his Lalo, and you're seeing his skill set right here. That was not the way he planned that attack at all. You could tell, but he just stuck with it. No pressure. I got this, and it's going to be another 3-star for the Queen Walkers.
A vicious killer. Santa Claus has come to town and delivered presents for his team. The 3-star takes their total up to 94%. And boy, oh boy, Nova MAODOU are in such a tight spot here. They cannot let up any pressure at all. Once again, even with a triple, they'll still be behind. High from Nova MAODOU has got to keep his head on his shoulders and deliver the performance of a lifetime against a really interesting symmetrical base design here. Eagle Artillery well protected up on the top opposite corner of this town hall. He's brought the hybrid army with some healers to support this queen charge on the right side corner. Early protection for those healers, as well as a coconut loon tries to catch a seeking airmine. Not going to find it this time, but High is starting off level-headed. I like the way this is going. 2 Teslas are going to pop up in the bottom right. Not what he was expecting there, and forcing out another balloon to try to catch something. Bash, how is this raid shaping up?
He's off to a great start here, uses that super wall breaker to go ahead and open up that single target Inferno, and that's going to give the Queen nice access to the center of the base. However, we do have Clan Castle troops out. You got to be careful because we have super minions raining in shots with this scatter shot. Oh no, he could lose his Queen's ability here if he's not careful, but he recovers nicely, gets that rage spell down, and there we go. The Lava Hound is popped. Queen is doing her best to stay up. Woody, I'm so concerned about this Queen up on edge. Queen, stay up. You got this. Oh my goodness, the Queen gets through there. She's hanging on for dear life. Can she get through? And she has to force the ability finally here, Woody.
Yikes, it seemed like he might be able to keep that ability a little bit later, but hey, he's still going to get decent value out of her. Charging deep through the base, he's dropping another rage spell to knock down the enemy royal champion, a crucial target to be sure, and will finish off the clan castle. Another big heavy hit point building standing right in the center of Yuta's base. High from Nova MAODOU is finally ready to drop in the siege barracks and a barbarian king to knock over even more defenses on the bottom corner. He's got his work cut out for them on the long path to victory. He loses his Archer Queen on the right side, and that is a major milestone for Yuta 14's defenses. I think the Queen Walkers are well positioned to hold on here. Time is going to be a factor as now only a minute 20 remains, Bash.
Minute 20 remaining, but the hybrid is all in. Tons of miners, tons of hogs, and we'll likely see more hogs come out of that siege barracks down there at the 6 o'clock position. That's exactly what happens. He does have to get through really quickly because we have a scatter shot just raining in shots on these poor hog riders. Nice freeze to capture the Queen and the scatter shot, but we have that multi and the eagle still remaining. A lot of support still left with the royal champion and a heal spell. If he can get these spells down perfectly and use that RC's ability right on time, he may have a chance here to keep this one alive.
I don't know. You've got a good point there. Those heal spells are really topping the miners off quite a bit. When the Eagle Artillery stays up this long throughout a raid, I'm always questioning whether or not they can continue into the back pocket of the base, but the miners still are all so healthy thanks to perfect positioning on these heal spells. He's holding on to this Royal Champion ability until the very end of the... Wait, where is the Royal Champion? There she is over in the right corner. Still has... I thought he might not have even deployed her yet, but with the throw of the shield, that is just what Nova MAODOU needed. They find the triple and are still just a smidgen behind the Queen Walkers.
They do indeed. They managed to just get that triple right at the end, and look at this. We're looking at a 0.5% average behind. It's just unreal. This is so back and forth. It's going to come right down to the wire. What's going to happen in these last 2 attacks? If they can hold them off, Queen Walkers will defeat Nova MAODOU and advance to tomorrow, but this is such a close war, Bash.
That's right. Yuta 14 pretty much has a triple here. I mean, these teams are on fire right now. I can't contain my excitement right now. He does have 1 lightning spell in here for his Lalo. A lot of times you're going to see that 1 lightning spell come in to take out headhunters, as he's going to go ahead and work in with some giants, and he's again right into this town hall compartment, but he can put this one away and secure the victory with a 3-star, Woody.
That's the only thing that guarantees that they move on. The Queen Walkers and Nova tied 10-10 on stars. With this last fight, they will show us what they've got. Can they keep it up? Archers storming out of the clan castle are going to get zapped down by an interesting use of that spell there from U to 14. A poison stacked on top of those super minions should be enough to clear out the remaining CC troops here. They are barely on the edge of that poison spell, but the balloon has kept them nicely positioned. A baby dragon on top, and this is actually taking quite a long time for you to finish those off. A first minute already, and he's just finally getting some damage done on this base. This is way too slow if you ask me, Bash.
I think he was expecting something different out of that clan castle. Using the lightning spell, I don't think he anticipated that clan castle, but we're gonna go ahead and have the queen come in now, and time is ticking away. Oh my goodness, he is a minute and 15 seconds into this raid. We do have the Valkyrie coming in to help deal with those skeletons, and the king's gonna go ahead and take out the town hall. However, the Lalo is gonna have to move very quickly. He does have 2 skeleton spells, which will help disperse of the enemy queen or the enemy royal champion. But man, a minute 30 in, I'm really concerned about the time on this one, Woody.
They say time heals all wounds, but it also ends all raids, and Yuta 14 has finally got the main phase of his attack started with only a minute 15 left. The Stone Slaver's coming in for the initial charge, but what is going on? Still has yet to deploy half of his army camp space, just waiting in on the backside. Even with rage spells and haste spells, he doesn't have enough time to finish this base off. A minute mark now is passing, and Yuta 14 has just got to hope that he's got enough to finish off as many buildings as possible. You got to pop that percentage as high as possible, man, because this is just really going too slow for my liking.
I agree with you, Woody. Lalo is, I mean, it can clear a base, but man, we are under a minute left, and at that 60% mark, we do have a ton of pups and minions up. The 2 skeleton spells are going to come in right here on the queen to try to take her down, but 30 seconds remaining. Time is the key factor here. The defenses are falling. We do have a pack of balloons up, but can we get through? Oh my goodness, man. Those balloons are going to go away from the storage in the clan castle, which are going to be high hit point buildings, and I don't think he's got enough time here, Woody. He's going to run out. Oh my goodness. He had enough gas in the tank, but not enough time to cross the finish line.
If I were a spotter on this attack, I would have been screaming at Yuta 14, drop those troops, get them on the field, start doing something. With 93% 2-star, he had the perfect plan, but execution couldn't get off on the on time. Running out.
He wasn't ready for that clan castle, Woody. I think that's what the holdup was. He wanted a different clan castle there, was expecting a different clan castle, perhaps from their scouting reports, but it didn't work out for him, and it's all going to come down to this final attack for Nova. If they 3-star, they win. They move on to tomorrow, and it's all going to come down to Velsiber coming in with that Queen Charge hybrid attack, and it looks like we also have lightnings in here, maybe a Zap Quake. But I don't see... Oh, wait a second. We're going to have the Royal Champion coming on. Okay, 1 Lightning, 1 Earthquake. I missed the quantity of spells there. But that Royal Champion getting those spells down, setting up for this Queen Charge.
All right, I'm trying to run the numbers here, and it looks like a 96% 2-star would get the victory for Nova MAODOU. Of course, a 3-star would also be enough to put them over the top, but despite the fact that Queen Walkers went in pretty slow and late with that last hit, the time fail left them with a pretty high percentage 2-star strike. That still keeps the bar really high for Velsiber. The last attacker for Nova MAODOU does in fact need the 2-star and a 96% to claim victory for his squad and keep them alive. This is an elimination match. Bash, what are we watching?
This queen is charging. Woody, show up or go home. Make it happen or get out of the building. This queen is going all in. That balloon catches the tornado trap. That's actually beautiful to see if you're an attacker here. But we have that clan castle pulled out. We got the 2 headhunters. We got the super minions. He did have to go ahead and burn through a freeze as those headhunters. Oh no, the queen's ability was forced as the Eagle Artillery fires in shots. Woody, this attack is, oh my goodness, it's all over the place. He's got this clan castle down, and he's going to go ahead and start the hybrid on the top side. He's going to go ahead and get his king and the siege barracks falling, and here come the Hogs and Miners right at the town hall. He's got to get this 3-star. He's got to get a high attack here.
Forget the scatter shot. I'm feeling scatterbrained, just trying to keep my eyes all over the map and see what's going on here. We've got a siege barrack funneling out some additional troops in the top left. We've got an archer queen in the center getting support from the healers, barely staying alive, trying to go pop down a scatter shot. But the main force of the attack now is miners drilling deep through. Archer queen has gone down, and that's going to be a big hit for Velsiber. But at least those healers still alive. We'll be able to swap off into the main phase of the attack. The hybrid is working wonders as it's finally starting to collapse through the outer categories. We have got scatter shots getting demolished. The left one goes down, but we need heal spells to be perfectly placed. So much splash damage, and I don't know if he's got the positioning to keep him up.
The time is an issue here as well, Woody. 40 seconds for Velsiber. Remember, he needs that 96%. He doesn't necessarily need the triple. Those healers did get healed back up, but oh my goodness, everything is fading quickly in the core. I don't think he's going to have enough gases. That king is holding it all up. Oh no, this is looking like devastation for Velsiber as the Igor artillery shots come in. Damage those miners. There's not a lot of troops up, and it looks like Nova MAODOU is not going to get the job done, and the Queen Walkers will get the victory in this war. Oh my goodness, back and forth, volleys from each team, and Velsiber coming up short in this final attack. Who would have thought this would have been that close, Banks?
Stars base holding up against Velsiber in that final attack, managing to secure Queen Walkers the victory going into tomorrow's bracket. What a back and forth match, like you just mentioned, Bash. That was insane. A commanding performance from Queen Walkers, but just about kept them in the qualifier, leaving it very, very close. They weren't leaving anything up to chance, though, right at the back end there, and secured the victory that they needed. But let's take a quick look at these victory stats here, Woody. Very